Good day, everybody. I hope you had a terrific Tuesday. My Tuesday was terribly awesome, I'd say. Not sure. I just want to start with a T. Um, Pretty uneventful day. Kind of just did a little bit of resting and chilling and being a little lazy, I guess. Um, Tried to make another little dent in my list of videos that I have left to watch. Did a decent, not huge job of that. And then the drive. Went to the drive tonight. Interesting thing happened. Heather couldn't make it because she was feeling sick. But also our speaker couldn't make it because he was feeling sick. And so he called up one of the guys, that's one of the leaders there, and told him, or asked him, I guess, to see if he could speak. And so what happened was the guy who was also the host of my Bible study that I was going to for a while, wound up just basically he gave his testimony, which we'd gone over in the at our drive at home Bible study. So I'd heard it before. A few of us, I think there were 5 of us there. So we'd heard it before, but it's a good testimony, laying out what it is he's been through that's got him to this point in his life, and in his walk with God. It's very encouraging for a lot of other people, I think, to hear that, as it was encouraging for us when we heard it and when we shared with each other testimonies and stuff. So it was pretty good. It was shorter than normal for that reason, and so we took a little extra time on table time. And we just kind of shared with the people at the table what any prayer requests, any praises, anything, just whatever's going on in our lives. And it was an encouragement because he was sharing his life and testimony with everyone there. He's like, the least you could do is share it with your table. And it's like, yeah, I guess so. Anyway, so I was at a table with only 3 other people, and so it's a pretty good discussion, pretty good time of sharing there. We were able to get a little deeper than tables that might have had a full table or something. But yeah, and then afterwards, the plan was for everyone to go to Five Guys. Well, according to one of the people that wound up meeting us where we went, he went to Five Guys first, and no one was there, so he made his way over to here, to where we were, which was Sloppy Taco Palace. Definitely like that place a lot. So the first time we went, it was kind of the first time I went to Sloppy Taco Palace, it was kind of okay, yeah, sure. It's kind of let's check it out and see, but it was kind of like a general consensus, whatever. And then the next 2 times we went to Sloppy Taco Palace, I was like, let's go to Sloppy Taco Palace. And everyone's like, yeah, okay. I'll let everyone, but this group was a little smaller than the last one that wound up showing up, I think. Not by a lot, but still. And that whole group there seemed to really like it. So, not something we should do every week, but it's definitely something that make it into rotation and do a little more often. And I was able to look at their hours. I wasn't sure how early they were open because they're kind of basically a bar at the same time. But they're open at like 11:30 a.m. So it's like could go there for lunch or dinner earlier in the day. Who knows? Maybe we'll do that sometime if I get off work at a certain time or whatever. Have some free time, wind up down there or something. I don't know. Yeah. And then I came home. I watched episode 2 of the season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Excellent episode. Lots of stuff went down. I mentioned the last vlog that I filmed right after watching the last episode of last season, that they threw something out at the last possible second. It could have been wrapped up nice and tight with a bow and everyone would be happy, but they had to go psych, at the last second, literally the last, I believe I said 3 seconds. I think it's about right. Something happens and it's like, why did you do that to us? But yeah. So in this episode, they try very hard to resolve that problem. Do they succeed? Do they not succeed? I don't want to spoil it for you. Go check it out. Good episode. And then the season premiere of season 2 of The Flash. Pretty cool. Guest starring, apparently, only this episode probably, Adam Copeland, also known as Edge of the WWE, and one of my favorite wrestlers, has been co-starring in Haven, the last season and a half of Haven. So he's been getting his acting chops together pretty well after his retirement, his early retirement due to his injury, his neck problems. Anyway, so he was in it in this episode. Pretty good showing, I guess. And yeah, but they kind of set things up for the tone for the season in this episode, which is pretty good. It's a good way to go usually. So I'm going to close out the vlog here. I've got nothing else to add. I had a weird dream this morning. It started out with me being back in Spain at the school I was at, and then suddenly I was riding a bike down the sidewalk, and then suddenly I was on the front of the bike or something because there was nothing there, and I was just going really fast. And then suddenly I was back at the school again, and the kids were telling me that no one's allowed to have a bike. And then I go into a room, and it's full of bikes. Doesn't make any sense. And then suddenly I'm somewhere else. I'm with a bunch of random people that don't really go together in my associations, but people I knew. It didn't make any sense. And there was more to it that I'm forgetting now. But when I first woke up this morning, I was like, wow, I should definitely talk about that in the vlog. And then come tonight, when I try to talk about it in my vlog, I can't remember what it was. That's what happens with dreams sometimes. So, that's it. Good night, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow.